Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to a addition to the Flying Auditor. I figure I've been kind of monitoring stuff, a lot of stuff happening in my life, guys, as I've mentioned before. Traveling a lot with this dog down to an ophthalmologist. Yep. And then medical issues on me and my wife. Aging is not for the faint of heart. That's for damn sure. Hey, well, here's the information today is going to go simply like this. Go flock yourself. Mass surveillance or flocks in your town. If you don't know what a flock is, those are camera systems. And it's something that I think we all need to be aware of. And I started delving into, I've been watching the flocks. I've been watching some of these other YouTubers that talk about them. But one of the channels, a guy by the name of Brian on Here's the Deal, basically had a great information about flock cameras. Now I'm going to be putting two YouTube channels up. One is information, and it's by Brian, this guy. Here's the Deal. You want to watch the video and pay attention to the patents and what have you. And the next video is a gentleman I follow that's basically his channel is called Business Reform, and I've been following him for a long time. He's an old tech guy, but has a lot of fantastic information on keeping your stuff private. And he came out with totally detailed information on what you need to do as a civilian to go to your local government by virtue of requests regarding these flock cameras. What you're going to discover and hear from the video that Brian puts out on Here's the Deal, the gentleman that's speaking in this video that Brian is evaluating really brings it home. And the name of the video that Here's the Deal did is Residents Unite Against the Mayor, Flock Safety Cameras Rejected. And in my town of 100,000, I ended up looking. Flocks are coming, and yet the city council did not go to the citizenry and ask for permission to put these systems in place. State of Texas is just going crazy with all kinds of BS. This stuff is pretty egregious, and if you listen to Brian's video, the gentleman speaking in the video talks about the patent that is owned by the flock camera. So it's worth the watch. I'll put the links in the description below. I'll highlight some things and won't belabor this with you folks, but you really need to pay attention on to what the hell's going on in your life. This is like, remember the pictures and the videos you see of all the camera systems in London and all through the country of England? This is like this and then some. But, you know, hopefully we still have a little bit of control as the citizenry. But what I'm going to do is load information up. And I'm going to share the screen, and I'm going to go that one. And this is the one from Brian, and it's well worth a listen. So without further ado, here we go.
Charts, and there are a lot of accuracy errors that captures every vehicle's plate, make, model, color, even bumper stickers, and it builds a detailed travel history of innocent people who aren't suspected of crimes and don't have any warrants. Flock safety is essentially mass warrantless surveillance, and some people,
and if you heard that correctly, mass surveillance. And I'm going to go through this video. I want to find, and you guys watch it at your own leisure. But this gentleman's speaking, he's speaking in Colorado, I believe. And there's something that I think we all need to be aware of, and that is what this man puts up.
Hey guys, my name is John McKinney. I am president of the East Colfax Neighborhood Association. And wow, when I ran for president of our neighborhood association, I was going to advocate for some sidewalks.
Okay, so what I want you guys to pay attention to is there's going to be coming up the patents. The patents are so egregious in what they're promising. And all this data that's being collected, and I'll run through the video right quick and you watch it at your own leisure. But these information that's being collected on all of us that drive through our cities and counties goes to an offsite location where all this data is stored. So the local PDs don't have direct control over this information. And if they are able to log in, as Brian puts out, you know, and even if this guy puts out, you know, you're talking hundreds of people with passwords accessing the system through all these police agencies. And, you know, most people have really stupid passwords. They don't make them encrypted. And PDs are no different. People are no different. But this is pretty egregious if you listen to it.
Clean up a few alleys. And afterward, there's worth 1,000 words in FLOCKS information. And with that, I think it's not hard to.
A neural network for identifying clothing types, jacket, pants, shorts, hat, and a neural network for gauging height and weight. No doubt there's gait recognition and facial recognition as well.
See where that can lead beyond cars.
Okay, so this patent is so important to understand the technology that goes in these camera systems. This is scary shit, people. This is almost as bad, but not quite as China's social equity scores. You know, you get so many points if you went to a certain place. If you didn't do something correctly, then they dock your bank account and they dock your vacation and they don't allow you to do it. I mean, this stuff is getting just crazy. And with the AI coming out, it's even getting worse. But I wanted to bring this to your attention. Go to this video by Brian at Here's the Deal. Very important. Go to this video. So what you're going to find is some very, very interesting information contained within this video.
So it's not just cars. Eventually, this can definitely lead to bicycles and pedestrians, meaning that anytime we leave our house, we'd be under constant surveillance. Now, the other part of FLOCK that is really interesting is they didn't necessarily start out marketing to police departments. They actually market to large companies like Target, Walmart. There was one, as I was going into Buc-ee's the other day, I saw a FLOCK camera. And when they're marketing to these companies, they don't talk about data security. They talk about a 60,000 camera network with 6,000 agencies and how they're creating a data net. But what they also sell with.
So I'm going to let you watch the link, pull it up, watch it. This is important. And now I want to go to another video that I think is important. And let's see if we can do it. Let's see here. All right. So this guy is business reform, and he really goes into details. He's got a monotone voice. I've been listening to him for a long time. He's got some great info out there, business reform, but he really goes in
your privacy from government months. I have met hundreds of you at 12 live events across 10 states, and I am already working on a much larger tour schedule for 2026 that will include events in other countries. As people in the United States and other countries are right now, they don't even mention their political leanings because they are not political activists. They are just good-hearted, honest, ordinary people done by anyone with a smartphone. The second way is even more effective, but it requires you to sacrifice your anonymity.
So I'm not going to take away this video's thunder from this gentleman, but he does have some good information that I think you should pay attention to. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of shoot it out there for you. Let's see here. Let's do this again. I usually had all this done. And we're going to go to, all right. In this gentleman's video, he talks about my pseudo identity and protection. So this is something that you can utilize. I've got Proton Mail, but I'm also going to use this. So this is another thing to keep yourself safe, including phone numbers, your text. I mean, it's pretty interesting. Don't get paid for it. I'm going to try this out myself. But then he also mentions, now he's out of, I think he's out of, let's see here. The gentleman's is out of, I can't remember, one of the northern states. But in his state, these are documents that you can download and then modify them to your specific state. And I'm going to be doing that, going for a FOIA request to the local county. So I wanted to bring this up to for your knowledge base. You know, we're being attacked, guys and gals. We are being attacked with our privacy, and you know, some people don't care. That's fine, but I'm from the school that you know, I want to know what the hell's going on. I mean, if you don't stay on top of your government and you don't inject yourself into the county meetings by asking questions and FOIA requesting and all that good stuff, then, you know, talking about it on YouTube and no actions, you're useless. If you follow up with actions, then you're doing something. I've got a lot of stuff I've done behind the scenes. I mean, just it's a lot of good stuff that's been done, and I've got, you know, terabytes of information. So I wanted to bring this to your attention. It's a Sunday morning, and fighting a cold, or fighting, I guess, allergies. It's November, what, the 17th? And it's not even cold here yet. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. Well, I just wanted to, again, highlight what was going on. And as I usually say, when you're out and about and you see a vet, you know us, you know the vets that are out there wearing their hats and their shirts and what have you. Thank them for their service. If you're in a restaurant, buy their meals. Don't pound your chest and say how great you are. Just do it and be quiet and, you know, kind of chuckle and watch the joy you've given to someone else because you recognize their service. And if you feel that way about your firefighters, your ambulance guys, your Leos that are out there, they're good Leos. There's good firefighters. Everybody's got good sides and bad sides. But just say thank you to someone who's done service for you and done service for your community, and, you know, maybe put your wallet at work. All right. This is Flying Auditor. We're out of here. You have a great one. Almost into 2025. Wow. It's been a great year so far. All right. God bless, and God bless our troops.